Am I the a-hole for abandoning my ex-best friend during her pregnancy?
No.
And this comes from, hey, it's a wonderful full day. And they say, I, 25 female, have been with my best friend, Jessica, 24 female, for over 5 years. We met while we were both working at McDonald's when we were both 18. Oh, they're loving it. Started the same day and became best friends ever since. Just like a happy meal together. Even though our lives turned out quite differently, as I ended up finishing my degree and became an accountant. I'm an accountant.
I'm numbers.
And Jess became a janitor at the university. I still loved her very much, and we maintained our original selves as when we were 18. So even though they come from 2 different places, there's one place we can all come together and have a good time.
And that's where?
The Golden Arches.
You look cute when you eat those fries.
All this until a year and a half ago, while she's working at the university. Also, it's McDonald's University, by the way.
Oh, right.
No, I'm kidding. She met this fella called Funnel, who's 69 years old 2 years ago, and started seeing him romantically. Jessica is 24, and this guy is 69.
Is it the age gap?
Oh, does he live up to his age?
Possibly. 69 is the year of
69.
maturity.
Yeah, right.
Maturity, John.
Yeah.
At first, I wasn't a fan of the relationship as there's such an age difference. It's a massive age difference. But Jess moved in with him.
Ooh.
What, into like the graveyard? And I started to, I'm kidding, 69-year-old fans out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you call me 27 and old, then hold on. We got to keep it consistent.
But Jess moved in with him, and I started to accept their quote-unquote relationship and got to know this Funnel guy. Funnel has 2 daughters in their late 40s and a son in his early 30s.
When your romantic partner is significantly younger than your own children.
Your youngest child.
Your youngest child.
Not only that, he has grandkids in their late teens and early 20s.
Oh, no.
His grandkids are as old as OP's friend.
Oh, God.
Overall, this guy makes me so uncomfortable as he is quite creepy. But hey, as long as Jess is happy, I'm happy. About half a year ago, I recognized that Jess's body changed and asked if she had had her period. She answered no. So we went and got some pregnancy tests. And of course, it came back positive. All 3 of them.
Triplet?
Triplets? Triplets?
Oh. Ooh, I was like, all 3 of them. I was like, 3, okay, 3 tests. Dude, she's gonna have a bunch of funnel babies? That's crazy.
That was beautiful. That realization in real time. She stated that she hasn't had her period for over 2 months. Is that not like a, do you not like?
So, no, there are definitely scenarios where, like,
if you have an irregular period, I understand that. But if you have a regular period, you don't have your period for 2 months.
I'm not saying that it's not usually,
I would be
like
worried.
A reason to look into it, but there are definitely multiple scenarios that, like, getting off of birth control or other things.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like she was on birth control though.
I used to know a chick that like never had periods.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying if you obviously if you've never had periods, it's not a weird thing to not have a period. But if you've had periods consistently,
I think it's possible to have like an irregularity where it like, but it not that it's abnormal. Ladies,
what
Sophia?
What I'm surprised by is OP. What understood that her friend was pregnant before she did.
What the fuck?
Well, conspiracy theory. Did she not want to?
Well, not want to face the truth. Potentially.
Does she want a funnel baby?
Sounds like she's in love with Mr. Funnel. Anyway, she stated that she hasn't had her period for over 2 months. When we found out, I offered anything I could possibly think of, driving her as she does not have a car or license, offered her financial assistance as I make significantly more than she does, and shelter as I own my own house and have spare rooms, as she never paid rent in her life. She lived with her mother before she moved in with old Funnel fella. I basically told her whatever she needs, I will be there, which great friend.
Yes.
Honestly, W friend knows when her friend is pregnant, offers food, shelter, and anything that she needs. Like,
true.
I think like OP knows how to take care of her friend and knows her friend better than her friend knows herself.
However, I would pose this question that we could maybe do it in the breakdown. I'm very curious to hear what you say in the comments. What about her confronting her friend about being with Funnel? Could this have potentially, you know, this is probably an unplanned pregnancy. Like, could this have prevented this from happening? And maybe something, you know.
Well, it sounds like her and Funnel are happy together.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Would you?
That's
question.
That's why I was asking the question. Yeah.
This is such a massive age gap. As a friend of OP's friend, would you try to break up the relationship?
I think it's the age gap plus, like she said, there was a few other signs that she's like, I don't know if I quite fully trust this Funnel fella. Yeah. Do you kind of confront your friends with those concerns?
Yeah. Would you confront your friend if they were dating a 69-year-old? If they were dating someone 45-year-old, Riley's looking at pictures of hot 69-year-old women.
I'm just seeing if I would do it.
Wait, who's that one? I'm 69, but love flashing flesh.
Love flashing the flesh in hot pants.
Who is this? Look
I
at
don't know what that means.
like she likes wearing short skirts.
Oh, she's entering Miss Universe.
Dang.
Good for her.
I mean, she looks good.
She looks, super young.
For 69? Sheesh.
Super young.
Anyway, I basically told her that whatever she needs, I will be there. But first thing we need to do is go see an OB/GYN. She said yes, and I drove her home. 2 days later, I asked if she wants to book an appointment and when should I take some time off to work to take her to these appointments. She basically told me she had her period and she doesn't think she is pregnant.
Denial.
Yeah.
Well, she had her period. Maybe there's something wrong with the pregnancy.
It's a little fishy.
Regardless, you should still see the OB/GYN.
Yes.
It is coming from like a 69-year-old man. I mean, like, aren't you afraid to have kids at your age? Like, are you afraid like something will happen to them? They'll turn out all right?
I'm pretty sure you can shoot bullets up until you're like 90.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, it's as long as it fertilizes, there's not as that doesn't like the man's contribution really doesn't have much
to do with age.
On complications of pregnancy.
Okay, this baby looks normal.
Yeah, we're looking at Robert De Niro's baby right now.
Yeah.
Who is how old?
The baby?
No, Robert De Niro.
Oh, 80.
80, and how old is his wife or lover?
Wife and or lover.
45.
That's like the same age gap, kind of.
You're right.
But it feels way more okay with a 45-year-old.
Yeah, I think like once you're like deeper into your adult life, it is like because like with a young person, there's just like with a younger person,
age difference.
It's percent age difference, but because like when you're young, you're just more like gullible and like you're still figuring out the world, and someone can kind of like manipulate or do that kind of thing a little more easily. There's more potential for
Yeah, I really want to know from you guys, like what do you think this is okay?
Please let us know.
I stated, okay, we will still need to go to the doctor and get you checked out because it could be a miscarriage. She then basically ghosted me. I tried reaching out multiple times and got zero answers or replies. Her mother even reached out to me to see if I have been in contact with her, as she had not been in contact with her for a while, which is super unusual for her as we are constantly in contact. I was super worried about her well-being as the old fella might be controlling and telling her that she can't share her pregnancy with anyone, as we live in a small town. After 3 weeks of trying to contact her, I gave up and told her that if she doesn't want my help or want me in her life anymore, I will be happy to cut contact with her. No reply, so I blocked her number and her social media.
That too far though?
I think it's too far.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because this friend is 24 being, in a way, manipulated by an older man. She's not contacting you. I still feel like you need to keep that door open in case something happens.
I think you can stop, like, she's like, I get not wanting to pour energy into it while she's just like ignoring you. But yeah, that doesn't mean you need to like go and be like, I'm blocking you, and say it like that.
Yeah, I don't think that makes sense. Because what if she got like, I don't know, what if she's been abducted or something, and then when she escapes, she can text OP.
Yeah, you never know.
That's a crazy situation. I don't think that's what happened.
But yeah, you never know.
You don't know the circumstances.
Exactly.
Now, half a year, I found out she is very pregnant still living with the old fella that probably gonna die sooner than later due to him being an alcoholic and having a history of cancer, leaving her with nothing as he does not own anything and lives paycheck to paycheck. Am I the a-hole to just leave her knowing that her and the baby will struggle? And there are some comments and an update 4 months later. So do we think OP is the a-hole basically for leaving the situation and specifically maybe dropping the friend completely by blocking the number and such?
Yeah, I think so. Like breaking it down a little bit on the point of like not helping the friend anymore, I would say no, because there's only so much you could like. She was trying to get in contact with her. If someone doesn't want to respond or accept your help or whatever, there does reach a limit of like, okay, I can only like reach out to someone, so many times. And then another part, I would say she was the a-hole on like how she blocked her friend.
Yeah.
But does a-hole plus not a-hole, what does that equal? I think I'll say overall not the a-hole, because I think that her behavior and attitude was like very, very helpful. Like the fact that she was willing to like help house her and like feed her and stuff.
I think the only decision that she made that could possibly be construed as a-holery is not the pulling back of friendship, which I think is understandable here. I think it is the complete blocking. Yeah. Like, I think that decision is a little a-holy because, like, again, we don't know the circumstances. What if she needs help at some point? But everything else I think is fine. And
the way, low-key, you can, like, block someone and, like, not say anything. The fact that she also sent a message saying that. Yeah. Like, what if she's, like, just, like, confused and lost and then sees this message from her friend and, like, she wants to reach out, but she's, like, for whatever reason not, maybe being manipulated not to. I would
send the reverse of that message where it would be like, hey, I know you're going through a lot right now. It seems like we don't want to talk. I'll stop reaching out. Yeah. But if you ever need anything, just let me know.
Yeah. Then
that would be the angel way to do it.
Yeah, I think so.
But overall, I would love to know what you guys think in the comments. But overall, not the a-hole.
I would say so.
Yeah. So, comments. Scorvia says, not the a-hole. She has what she looked for. She also stopped talking to you. She abandoned you and preferred to stay with an old man twice her age. She stopped talking to you. Why should you be the one to come back? OP responds, I guess I just want to get through to her what she's signing up for if she does not have any support. She hates her mother and has no other friends, like basically isolated. Yeah. And then Reddit reader AITA fan says, old man almost 3 times her age with grandchildren her age. Not the a-hole. And there is an update 4 months later.
I'm predicting a baby. This update.
I think your prediction will be correct. So Jess, 24, had the baby. And after 10 months of no contact, she finally reached out. How so? Because I thought you blocked her everywhere.
True.
We went for coffee and she updated me what had happened in those 10 months and admitted she cut me off on purpose. She is jealous of my accomplishments. The 70-year-old baby daddy is now 71, and he asked to not be on the birth certificate, and he's not. He hid the baby from his family, 3 adult kids in their 40s. He was not there during the delivery and didn't even bother going to the hospital. Who would have thought the creepy old funnel man would have skipped town?
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it? She got kicked out of his apartment and now is living with her abusive mother. Where she desperately wants to move out. The reason why she reached out is due to the fact that she ran out of money due to a shopping addiction and she now needs support. She asked if she could stay at one of my rental properties for free or if she could borrow some money from me, which I don't know if, definitely say no to the borrowing money. Yeah. For sure. Because like that money is just going to be scooped up by that shopping addiction. How about rental properties for free?
That's also a little
very tricky.
Yeah, it really depends on like if it was like your sister or something that was like not in that type of scenario, that's very different than like a friend who just came back has a shopping addiction. I don't know. Yeah. Probably not.
And also like the friend just cut her off, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's like someone that you now barely know coming to you and being like, shower me with gifts.
Yeah.
And has a person who has just broken your trust.
It's a huge ask.
It's a huge ask. And it's like, you know, before you make a huge ask like that, maybe build up the trust again.
Or just go straight for the jugular and try and get everything you can.
Yeah, that's true. Seems like
high risk, high reward.
Yeah, baby.
So it was a pretty easy decision for me. as I told her straight up that I am not an ATM machine, and if she would have kept me as a friend 10 months ago, I would have considered to help her. However, I am still willing to be friends and work on our friendship. I think that is the perfect response, honestly.
That is the perfect response.
She was pretty upset about it and said that since I am so well off, I should help her. I told her no again and said we would revisit the conversation again if we maintain a friendship.
Yeah.
Agreed. Build up the trust again, and then you can get the benefits, you know?
But yeah,
can't be no friends with benefits.
I'm already really not liking the responses though. Like the responses to me are like, I'm entitled to it. And that also lends me to believe that she will not be motivated to like pay back or, you know, eventually pay for an apartment or whatever.
Oh yeah. I mean, like if she has a shopping addiction, there's no way. There's no way. Well, since that conversation, I invited her to have lunch and coffee a few times and stopped paying for things and driving her around like I did before. She pretty much stopped communicating with me immediately. So not interested in friendship, only interested in the money.
Yep.
I guess my question is, am I the a-hole to put her out on the streets? And we do have a bunch of relevant comments where OP is responding, but John, Riley, all of you lovely people in the comments, I want to know, do you think OP is the a-hole now? So basically is OP the a-hole now for basically saying, hey, I'm not going to provide you free money out of the blue when you come back to me?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like the question was like, am I the a-hole for like putting her out in the streets? As terrible as it sounds on the surface, she put herself on the streets.
Yeah.
Which because of the decisions of like, okay, like, you know, getting together with this guy, of like all of these things. Yeah, I mean, there's again, there reaches a point where it's like, if I help you, it will probably only enable.
Yeah. And it's like help in big quotes, right? Because me helping you actually won't really help.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's not gonna like it doesn't feel like OP's friend is in the position to take help and make it sustainable. Right.
Yeah.
You know, if you give someone $500 with a shopping addiction support, they're just gonna use it to fund their shopping addiction.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily gonna use it to actually like rebuild their life. And how do you know someone's gonna rebuild their life? Trust.
Yeah, I think in that conversation, the fact that she ghosted her, that tells me like pretty much all you need to know about it. Exactly. It would be worth it.
But what do you guys think? Put your answers in the comments. Is OP the a-hole for this? I would love to know your reasons why or why not. But we do have some relevant comments. Dehefe01 says, not the a-hole. It's called child support for a reason. She needs to get it. OP responds, can she get child support if he's not on the birth certificate?
Good question.
Yeah, you can sue for child. I mean, like you can paternity test stuff, right?
True. Yeah.
Dehefe01, the court can compel a DNA test, especially if it's evident they have been in a relationship. Good point.
Yep, there you go.
Carolina Mama 2015 says, not the a-hole. She has made her choices. Just because she let the baby's father off the hook for truly no good reason, it's not anyone else's job to step up and support her child. She has options. She could have put him on the birth certificate. She could file for child support through the courts. And OP responds, I feel bad for the baby as he would be high risk for health problems in the future due to the father's old age. Wait, is that true?
Yeah,
is a baby?
We should look it up.
Can we look at that up? Is a father's old age, does that contribute to health problems?
Yeah, I always assumed that it was just like as long as the fertility is there, but yeah, maybe something more.
Take notes, John.
So genetic mutations as men age, a number of new genetic mutations in their sperm increases. There's increased autism, schizophrenia, birth defects, pregnancy complications, bipolar disorder, and intellectual disabilities.
I did not know that. That is good to know.
At what age does it become relevant?
40.
So it increases around 40. So basically have kids. There's a noticeable rise starting 35 to 40 years old.
Oh, wow. So like guys do have a genetic clock too.
Yeah.
There you go. Wow.
Let's go.
I didn't know that it was that early.
Neither did I.
Wow.
I had no idea. I didn't even know that there was like a much of a risk with getting older. Yeah. Wow.
John.
Yeah.
And I will be 6 months later.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Thank you.
Chaotic Good 790 says, imagine effing an old dude and not securing money. Your friend is a few crayons short and all that. She can get a job like everyone else. OP responds, she had a job as a janitor, but now on employment insurance due to maternity leave. GuiltyWeb7334 says, oh, I take it you're Canada. At his age, he'd be receiving Canadian pension. Are there survivorship benefits with Canadian pension plan like there are with U.S. Social Security? As an aside, though, if she's low income with no father on record, her child tax benefit will be a minimum of $600 to $700 a month. So she should be somewhat okay between LCTB and the baby bonus. Not rolling in it, but if her mother isn't making her pay rent/utilities, she should be okay. She just has to not be an idiot. OP responds, yes, I'm in Canada. He has pension, old age pension, Canadian pension plan, and income from working. She has child benefits, which is $660 a month, EI, which is $800 a month, something bi-weekly or weekly, but she has a shopping addiction. Each time we go out, she spends $200 on random stuff like new clothes and jewelries. No child support from baby daddy so far. And then a couple more comments. Mountain Moose 3007 says, not the a-hole. I can't recall a post on Reddit where one person could make so many stupid choices. OP responds, I think she made these decisions due to no life experience. She's 24, turning 25 now, but never paid rent or had a driver's license.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty Little Mind says, she's a fool if she doesn't file for child support and establish a paternity through the courts. If the man dies while her child is a minor, I would think the child will receive Social Security benefits. That being said, she does not sound trustworthy or prudent with money. OP responds, she said the guy promised to leave some money in as well. Nothing is written down, obviously. And then Pretty Little Mind says, my first comment stands. And what money? He loves paycheck to paycheck. OP responds, I'm just waiting to see when she would realize that he's not paying because he sounds like a deadbeat dong.
Dude, old deadbeat dong.
An old deadbeat dong. Yeah, but those are the interesting comments about like Social Security and I guess some like government benefits programs that OP's friend could apply for.
She should might as well, like, again, like a commenter said, you know, giving her, not that she would use the money wisely, but might as well just go for all the avenues that you can.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Yeah. At least like the ones that maybe like will support rent. And also a lot of these government benefit programs, they're pretty strict with what you can use the money for.
Yeah. And go for child support too, for all the reasons they mentioned.
Yeah. Get every advantage that you can.
Yeah. 100%.
But again, it sounds like OP's friend isn't the sharpest crayon in the tool shed. And so I feel like maybe she doesn't know how to take advantage of these programs.
Yeah. It sounds even more. It's like, let me just go to my friend and see if I can ask her for money.
She went the easiest way.
Yeah. Which, come on.
Not good.
Gotta do something.
Not good. But yeah, I would be curious, what are your thoughts on the age gap? What are your thoughts on the friend going to OP and being like, hey, give me money for free? What do you think about like the trust friends should have before there's any kind of financial compensation / help that someone gives? I would love to know all your answers in the comments below. And especially if you have any stories based around that, you should submit them to r/OKOP But before we get into this next story, have you freaking subscribed?
Have you?
Because you should.
You really should.
Subscribe.
You don't want anything bad to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it would be a shame. It would be a shame if something bad were to happen. Like you don't get a notification for this next story we're about to read.
I'm just saying you don't want a subscribe button when you pull your sheets off, okay? But let's get into it. Am I the a-hole for not letting my brother's pregnant girlfriend use my bathroom?
Pregnant women use the bathroom a lot, so I don't know, maybe pee outside, like Riley.
There we go. Riley, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think everyone should pee outside.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get into it. This comes from Aggressive Chance 26, who says, I know the title sounds horrible, but please try to hear me out. Some backstory, I, 24 female, live in an area where it's impossible to find apartments / rentals. And when you do find them, the rent is usually over $1,500.
Sounds like Los Angeles.
Yep. I also have 2 big dogs and a cat, so renting is basically impossible for me.
Yeah.
That's tough. My parents have a home, my childhood home, in this area, but they currently live in another city about 4 hours away for work. So, for those reasons, I live in my childhood home. My parents and I are besties, and this whole arrangement works great for all of us. They need someone to watch over the house, and I need somewhere to live. It's the perfect solution.
We like good solutions.
Yes, we do. And they come to visit me once a month. My brother, 23, was working in another state on a contract, so his job paid for him to live in a hotel. When his contract ended, he didn't line up another one or find any other work to do. Also, despite making great money and not having to pay for housing, he didn't save any money from the last job that he had.
What is he spending it on?
Partying and going crazy.
Yeah.
23-year-old dude living in a hotel.
That's true.
Saving racks.
Yeah, dude. The mini fridge, expensive.
Yes, dude.
Or mini bar, hotel bar fridge. I don't know. What do you call that thing?
Right. I was about to say, mini fridge, $10,000.
Well,
the best of the line.
How much is like
the little things that you take out,
yeah,
like the M&Ms?
Yeah,
and
like the M&Ms are like
stuff.
$10.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So he moved home with me, and he brought his girlfriend, 22, and their dog. They were supposed to be here for a couple of weeks max until he found another contract. Most likely in a different state.
But I see you in the comments if you see where this guy is not going.
And immediately, here's your answer. They've been here for 2 months now.
Oh, man.
They got a cat they're hiding from my parents. They don't have jobs. They borrow money from my parents for everything. They sleep all day and leave the house trashed all the time. A couple of weeks ago, we found out that she's pregnant.
Probably from the sleeping all day.
You know, if you're doing that, one thing leads to another.
Yeah, the spiciest of sleeps.
The spiciest of sleeps create the spiciest of babies. Mine,
I like that quote.
Yeah. Mine and my brother's bedrooms are right across from each other, and we used to share a bathroom. When I found out they were coming here, I moved all of my toiletries upstairs to the guest bathroom so I wouldn't have to share with them. I always hated sharing a bathroom with him. My parents knew about this and were okay with me taking over the guest bathroom.
I guess probably because he's like a slob, right?
Yeah. It's like, hey, this is how I like my clean bathroom. You come in, you mess it up, and I'm the good caretaker.
Yeah.
I've been making sure everything's good to go, and you're just slobbing it up.
I'm surprised that the parents are okay with this.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like checked out.
I don't know. I mean, they seem somewhat involved. Like how OP like talks about home and likes their parents and stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're like there's a good family dynamic.
Family.
I'm just surprised.
Maybe they're enablers.
Yeah, maybe they're enablers.
Well, a few weeks ago, before knowing she was pregnant, they went out for her birthday with my parents, and she got drunk enough that my mom had to put her in the guest room bathtub to clean up after puking on herself.
Sounds like she's gonna be a great mother.
Mother of the Year award. Ever since she found out about the bathtub in my bathroom, she's constantly asking to use it. Their bathroom only has a shower. She will usually text me when I'm at work to ask, and I never know what to say because I don't want her to use it, but I feel like an a-hole for not wanting to share.
Yeah, I mean, but Sophia takes a bath, and she's in there for like a freaking hour, and I've started just using the outdoor shower because it's like I'm just gonna move all
Does she
my.
take a bath in the mornings?
Sometimes, like she's in there listening to freaking show tunes for like 45 minutes, and I'm just
so
like,
funny.
can I get in there for 5? And she is like, one more song. So honestly, I should actually just get all of my toiletries out of the bathroom and then move it to the outdoor shower.
Guys, Sophia or Sam, who's in the right here?
They're gonna
let's
choose
settle
Sophia.
this. I don't know, dude. I think you might get it on this one. I think you might get it on this one.
I'm just saying, I feel like 15 minutes of max in the morning if you're having a shower or bath.
That's true. Unless the other person is able to.
Unless you go second. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Guys, put it in the comments. I have a feeling like this debate will come up in future episodes, and I look forward
Honestly,
to it.
I'm not even that mad. I just know I have to move my out to the outside.
But back to this bathroom and away from Sam's sad bathroom outside situation. I know that it's stupid and probably makes me sound so spoiled, but I just want a bathroom all to myself. Is that too much to ask? They have taken over the entire house, including what used to be my bathroom. I just want this one space untouched by them. My quick take is that, like, I don't know that OP deserves the bathroom, but like they're both kind of like living rent free. So neither one of them is more entitled than the other.
It's really whatever your parents want to do.
Yes.
You know, they are the owners of the house, and I don't think you don't own that bathroom, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you quote unquote have earned the bathroom all to yourself.
Yeah.
I digress. Most of the time, when she asks and I don't respond, she will just use my bathroom anyways. I assume my brother tells her it's because it's not technically my bathroom anyways. Today, I come home from work and rush to the bathroom to pee, and I found her asleep in the bathtub. She texted me earlier, but I didn't respond. Dude, finding someone asleep in your bathtub is like a wild thing to come home to.
I don't think I could fall asleep in the bathtub. It's too warm.
Dude, that's like what lulls you to sleep is the warmth.
Have you fallen asleep in a bathtub?
No, I don't think so.
I get too hot. Like I can't sleep in it.
Right.
Do you guys fall asleep in the bathtub? I don't know. Let me know.
Yeah, let us know.
Have you fallen asleep in a bathtub?
I don't really take baths. The last time I took a bath was like when I was 12.
And he hasn't cleaned ever since.
All natural.
Yeah, you should
right.
smell this guy.
Yeah, bad. She had texted me earlier, but I didn't respond. I didn't react other than telling my brother she was asleep so he could make sure she was okay. But would I be the a-hole if I told them not to use this bathroom anymore? I talked to my parents about it, and they are okay with me doing that, which to our point earlier,
Nice.
I think there you go.
W parents.
W parents. If she wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't even hesitate to tell them not to use it. My sister thinks I'm an a-hole because she said her baths were a lifesaver in her first trimester. Another point to consider.
Well, this second trimester is going to be tough, girl.
And I don't hate my brother's girlfriend. I like her and I want to have a good relationship with her, but I also don't want to be sharing my bathroom and all my good products with her. Crying emoji. Am I a horrible person for that? I would even give her some of my good products. I'm a hairstylist, so I have lots. If that would help her enjoy her own bathroom more. Heck, I would even tear apart their bathroom, redo it, and add the nicest bathtub available to her if I could. But would you? It's easy to say. I just want my bathroom to myself. Am I the a-hole? P.S. I know the obvious solution here is to trade bathrooms with them. Unfortunately, that wouldn't work because my mom doesn't want my brother destroying her guest room. Lol, he is a nuisance. That is the end of that story.
Oh, that's hard because I was literally going to just say, oh, trade bathrooms.
Right?
That was my solution.
The easy solution has now escaped, but it gives us a good chance for a good old-fashioned discussion.
Yeah, I want to know what y'all think. Put your answers in the comments. What do you think, John? I'm honestly, I feel like the wind was taken out of my sails.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm ready for this one. Easy.
Question: do either of you have your own bathroom?
Me?
I used to, but now I share it with my girlfriend.
Okay, I have my own bathroom. And having your own bathroom is so nice because you don't have to worry about anyone else being in there. And it's nice whenever guests come, like whenever my brother came, I was kind of like, oh, I'm using my bathroom. I understand where OP is coming from. That's just something once you live alone, you don't want to live with anyone else, you know?
Yeah. Riley is, I guess so. Riley and Christian are the only people in the house that have their own bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sophia and I share. And it sucks. It sucks sharing a bathroom. Like I can't remember. Like this morning, I was trying to get in. I had to shower outside.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So like it definitely sucks, but I feel like if Sophia was pregnant and needed that bath, I think I would just be like, all right. Take it, but
well, if she wanted a bath now, you'd still give it to her. You wouldn't fight back.
Yeah. Maybe
I have a solution.
Yeah.
Okay. First, real quick to answer the question: is OP the a-hole for wanting the bathroom to herself?
No. I trust me. I understand the desire.
I feel you
to want to have the bathroom
Yes.
all to myself. That is a perfectly okay desire.
Yeah. I think not. Make a deal. You can use this bathroom if you guys keep the house clean according to how like my approval. If we don't have like a good balance of like keeping the house like pretty tidy, generally speaking, then I would want the bath and or even just the bathroom. No, I think maybe the bathroom and the house, because she said that they like live like slobs and stuff. I think it's a reasonable expectation. Like, hey, we both live here. Let's both contribute to taking care of it.
I mean, I see where you're going from, but I don't know if
I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah. The practicalities of that, no.
Yeah.
Maybe more
so does
communication.
that set the stage for more like a disagreement?
Yeah.
I wonder if you could have another conversation with your mom and be like, hey, can we please switch bathrooms? It's like his girlfriend is always in that bathroom and I can never use it because she's like taking up the space in there.
Yeah. Or
move out
or get a trough. Be like, hey, you really want a bathtub? Do it like they used to do back in the day. Let's get a trough going, draw some water, and you'll be good to go.
Bro, it's like when my horses were pregnant.
All right. I know we're all laughing at that idea, but that's not a bad idea. If you could get some hot water in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a massive, like, undertaking.
OP said she would remodel the bathroom if she could.
She said if she could.
But maybe it's just because she
that's
couldn't.
Complete cap. I think she's lying.
What if, all right, how much, like, what it costs, like, how much is like a metal bathtub cost?
Here we go.
Bro, all right, here we go. Metal bathtub, or no. Yeah, metal bathtub. You light a fire underneath. Bam. Yeah.
You
just
light
get
a fire. Where are we setting this up?
Outside.
In the backyard?
$100.
$100 for a galvanized stock tank.
You're telling me that this pregnant woman would want a galvanized stock tank with a literal fire outside? Yeah. You're telling me that she'd be like, oh, dude, yeah, this is great.
Time out, John. You're onto something. The fire plus a little waterfall action happening in the backyard, and there's a little, like, curtain. Dude.
Yeah, that sounds great.
That sounds lovely. With lily pads in there?
Women.
Oh, dude, Sam, imagine lily pads in there.
Lily pads.
Women in the chat. Gosh. No. This is, okay, this is like you guys are describing such a build-out and undertaking. You might as well remodel.
What are you talking about? No. $100 in a fire. How much is a log?
But you're saying lily pads and like waterfalls.
How
and,
much
like,
is a
all
lily pad?
Dude, lily pads aren't. Dude,
I don't know about the waterfall.
The effort to like put all this together seems to be close to the effort of, or not close to the effort, but like enough to where it's like, let's just remodel the other bathroom and put a bathtub.
Remodeling a bathroom is going to take more. This $500. You give me $500 and I will
$500. Yep, I will build you that bathtub.
Backyard bathtub of your life.
It is helping OP because I think OP was lying. I'm like, yo, put your money where your mouth is. Then build at least the outdoor.
So here's a real advice: build an outdoor bathtub.
Build a bathtub. Yeah. You told to build a bear. What about build a bathtub? Okay, keeps you clean. Squeaky clean.
I honestly think this is a potentially good solution if you have a backyard.
I kind of want to do it now.
I kind of want to put a bathtub in the backyard.
Yeah, that would be so fire.
I mean, I guess we have a hot tub.
Yeah, I was about to say we kind of already do. Give it the hot. You can bathe in the. But
how much is the cheapest hot tub?
Also, yeah. Actually, the hot tub, because it's for relaxation and whatnot, it seems like it's less about getting clean.
Yeah,
which, like,
she can clean in the shower.
Yeah. Use the hot tub just for
$500.
$500,
dude. That's pretty good. Yeah.
$500.
Yeah, get that
for a hot tub. So, okay, story time. When I was in college, my freshman year, the star quarterback who was like, supposed to be really, really good, and he was being like lavished with gifts and stuff.
Where at UCLA?
At UCLA.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like when you're like a star quarterback or like a star athlete at like a prominent college, you get massages, you get people to do your homework for you. And I remember he got in trouble because he posted a picture on social media because he had bought an inflatable hot tub, moved it into his room, and had a picture of him, 2 girls, and a dog in this inflatable hot tub inside his dorm.
That's pretty fire.
So I'm just saying, you could probably put this inflatable hot tub inside too.
Yeah.
You don't have a backyard. Wow. Bam. You're welcome.
What's going on here?
We're about to get into this next story.
What? Why do you have so many
Out of the hot tub and into this next story. This next story, Sophia.
Yeah.
Comes from r/OKOP show. Our private community here on Reddit. If you want to submit your own show,
private special
go to r/OKOP show. So this comes from Numerous Truth 9118. They say, am I the a-hole for telling my mom and dad if they refuse to use the name I gave my baby that I will go low contact?
I feel like they should be using that name.
I mean, it's the baby that it's the baby's name.
It's the baby's name.
No.
What, they were just like, oh, he's an Edward. I'm going
to call him Edward.
Name.
We actually had a story about this like a while ago where the parents refused to use the name and then OP got mad. But let's
It's
see
not
what
this
our
story,
OP
is it?
says. No.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. My name is C. I'm going to say Carol, and I'm 25 female, and my husband, M, or call him Mark, who is 24 male, have been married since 2019 and have one toddler, 3 boy, Nick, and are currently 9 months and about to pop pregnant with our second son.
Wait, they got married when he was 20 and she was 21? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. The main people in this Am I the A-hole are me and my parents, 48 female, mom, who we'll call Beatrice, and 52
Young
male,
mom.
who we'll call Bread.
Everyone in this is so young.
Yeah.
Those are young parents.
Got youngins. So I'm the youngest of 6 girls.
What?
Wow, then they start real young.
What?
And I'm the only one who has boys. All my other sisters have girls or no children. So I like to give a bit of a backstory saying I never had a good relationship with my parents. Wasn't child protective services bad, but it was toxic and I was shipped. I didn't mind to be raised by my teen years at my grandmother's. Gammies. Now, after I turned 17, I went no contact with my parents due to a bad event that broke the straw and the camel. Plus, I didn't feel the need to be in contact with them since they tried to ruin my name to our extended family, minus the grandparents who knew better than to listen to them. Anyway, fast forward to 2021, and I have my son after graduating from college.
Congratulations.
That's OP. And my parents were in low contact mode after my husband convinced me to try for our son to have grandparents.
So basically, end low contact.
And no contact and go into low contact.
Gotcha.
Mind you, I hadn't said a word to them the whole time, so when they asked about my son, they asked what I named him, and I told them Nick. And my mom was like, why didn't you name him after your dad? I was in shock, like, what do you expect? Honorifics? When we got back into contact?
Yeah,
Like,
we're just in no contact.
Yeah, we just started talking to you. Do you want me to name my son after you? I just shook it off and said, I don't want to do that. And plus, his father chose the name, and we went with that. She was mad that I didn't at least give him my dad's middle name, which my son's middle name was in honor of my grandpa and my husband's brother who passed right before our son was born. I said, I didn't want to. Drop it. Well, fast forward to 2023, and I find out we're pregnant again with another little boy. And I knew before I got home from the gender reveal what my parents expected. They said, so you're going to name him after your dad, right? I just rolled my eyes and said, no, I don't do first name honorifics. I might do a middle name, but that's it. What's the deal with first name honorifics?
Yeah.
I feel like it's weird to...
You could have been a Frank.
I could have been a Frank. My dad was Frank III. I could have been Frank the Fourth. But my dad doesn't do honorifics.
He doesn't do honorifics. I mean, I guess my name is an honorific.
Two of my brother's names are honorifics.
Yeah.
I didn't get one.
I don't think I would name a child
Wasn't bestowed the honor.
I don't think I would name my child my name, but I would be okay naming them a family member's name.
Like my
Sam?
name?
No.
Samantha?
No, they can't be like alive.
What? That was such a quick no.
I'd name my kid after you if you were dead.
I don't want to have to deal with naming my child after someone I'm going to see a lot. I'm going to be like, Sam, and you're both going to be like, what? I had to deal with my name being like said a bajillion times because everyone knew a Sophia. And that was too hard.
The only way I would name you after my kid is if you and John died in a car wreck and I had 2 sons.
What? That's what I'm
John
saying.
Sam.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can only do an honorific if they're dead.
All right. Would you do what are your thoughts on honorifics? I want to know. Put your answers in the comments. And would you only name your kid an honorific if that person was dead?
And would you name your kid after me?
Yeah, or me.
I have a family member who has a kid named after me.
No way.
Whoa.
Congrats. How's it feel?
You really made an impact.
I've only seen the kid like twice, so I don't know how I really feel about it.
I guess that works in my thing.
In Sophia's matrix of why you should not do honorifics. So anyway, I had already figured out the name, and it was a good old name, and I thought was perfect. Godric.
Gryffindor?
I guess so. Yeah, Godric Gryffindor. I told them later what I was going to do for the first name, and they gave me this really why look.
I mean, if someone came up to me and they're like, yeah, I'm naming my son Godric,
Godric's a sick name.
Yeah,
I would probably look at them twice.
You've read Harry Potter like 30 times.
Yeah, but my mind would go Gryffindor.
Because it's a sick name. Godric Gryffindor is dope. Godric's a dope name.
I wouldn't say anything, but I'd just be like, interesting.
All right, Sophia. Well, Because
You're
I
naming
mean,
your son
you're part of the
Godric.
OK fam. Sophia can go and criticize you and your name choices. I think is a
Oh
sick
wait,
name.
no!
Yep. Yeah. There we go.
I forgot.
Yep. Get wrecked, Sophia.
I'm sorry. Godric is a great name.
No, you can't go
Wow,
back. You
look
can't
at
go
that.
back. Her true colors come out.
I forgot. No.
I told him
I love Harry
later
Potter.
what I was gonna do for the first name, and he gave me this really wide look. And my dad said, "I'm just gonna call him his name, Junior.
That's so weird.
Like, I'm gonna call him Sam Junior."
Frank Jr.
Well, I prefer Godric over that.
Trying to keep my composure, I said, "You are more than welcome to use that as a nickname or use it like how we use Nick's middle name to get his attention when he's in trouble. But when you are introducing him to new people or if you post him, you will use his real name." My dad just said, "I'll call him what I want." I barked out a short laugh and said, "You will use his name if you want to see him. You do not disrespect my name choice or my boundaries that I have set, or I will drop you both like a hot potato."
Yeah.
Do you think that's true harsh, or do you think that's warranted?
No, I think if my parents were like, "I'm not using your child's name," I'd be pretty upset.
Yeah, I would be annoyed. I would be annoyed
Yeah.
too. You think I won't? Remember, without my husband, we would not be in contact. So if you want to see us, you will respect our and my wishes. I left the room to signify the conversation was done and not up for debates. When I got home, my husband said he is in full agreement that they should respect your boundaries, but did I have to be so harsh? My oldest sister, 28, has called and said she understands, but I was a bit abrasive. I told her, I don't care if I hurt their feelings because my dad, not for a better lack of words, is a butt. And my mom has no spine with him. I knew if I wasn't stern that they'd try to take over my parenting like they tried with my firstborn. I can't count how many times I have to correct them on certain values I've placed, and I do it gently where they just don't listen. I just say, hey, I don't appreciate that. You just ignored me. I have those rules in place for a reason. But I want to know, am I the a-hole for going low contact if my parents don't respect the name and the boundary? Please let me know.
No, I think you have full rights to go low contact.
Yeah. I mean, a child's name is important.
It's important.
And you can't just say, I don't like it, so I'm going to call him Steve
That's
or
not
Sam
how it
Jr.
works.
Yeah. I'm just going to actually go to all of my friends' kids and be like,
Sam Jr.
but wouldn't Sam Jr. be better?
Yeah, I just don't really like what you chose.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Ravenclaw, not a fan. I'm going to go with Sam Jr.
Rowena
Ravenclaw got
Helga Hufflepuff.
Salazar Slytherin. Yeah, Salazar. Nah.
Albus Wulfric Brian Dumbledore.
Would you name a kid Albus?
No. I don't even know why Harry named his kid Albus.
Because it was meaningful.
Weird.
What do you mean?
Why did Ginny not get to name
it fit your honorific. He was dead. And
Harry
he was
got
honored.
to name all his kids names that meant something to him. Ginny got nothing.
What do you mean? Ginny also
Got Luna, but that's it. That was still Harry.
Ginny was also involved in all this. These people meant something to her too. But what would you do? Do you think you would go low contact with your parents if they were refusing to call your child by the right name?
Yeah.
Put your answers in the comments below. But with that, we're going to do a call-in.
Hello?
Hey, this is Sam and Sophia and Riley from OKOP show. Who are we talking with?
What's up?
Mary Catherine.
Mary Catherine? How's it going?
Yeah. Pretty good.
So we saw your call-in where the bio father of your baby admitted that he was in love with you and wanted to leave his wife to be with you. And you're asking, what should I do? Is that true?
So, no. So I was adopted. I had a guy reach out to me probably about 10 years ago via Facebook. He thought he was my biological
Oh, he was
father.
your bio father.
He was your biological father. Okay.
Yes.
And what did he say from there?
So we got the DNA test done, and it came back that he wasn't.
Okay.
Oh.
Like a month after the DNA test results, he was like, I think I'm in love with you.
After he found out that he wasn't your dad?
He's like, if you're not my kid, I guess you could be my wife.
Family by any means.
Yeah. So he actually left his wife and came up here for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Were you like, okay, I'm down?
No. But I was trying to be a friend, and I was trying to, like, make the situation better and get him back to Florida to his wife. And it was a whole mess. And she actually thought I wanted to be with him when I didn't. I was trying to get him to go.
What did you say to him when he's like, I'm going to come over here and profess my love to you? What did you say back? Were you like, all right, hold the phone. You should be with your wife, but like, we can work this out and figure out how you can be back with your wife together?
I actually called his wife and told her what was going on, and then he decided to pack up all his stuff and try and come up here after I told her what was going on.
What was his wife's reaction?
She was mad at me.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
She blamed me.
For what reason?
She just blamed me for everything, saying it was my fault. And I'm like, he's the one going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah. So you're being blamed by his wife. He comes over to like try to work things out. When he's there, what are the conversations that you're having about, okay, yeah, I'm not your biological dad, which means I want to be your wife. And you're like, hold the phone, buddy. Like, let's get you back to your actual wife. What are the conversations that you have? And like, how do you reach some kind of conclusion?
I just told him, I was like, you need to go. I was like, and at the time, my boyfriend was like,
wait, you had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
What's your boyfriend thinking?
I mean, he was just like, what the hell is
this? Okay, so your boyfriend's thinking this is crazy. And what are the conversations that you're having? Like how do you get this guy away from you?
I basically called his wife. I called his two daughters that are, I think they're only about 3 years younger than me.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, y'all have to give him an ultimatum because, no, this ain't working.
Yeah. So did they give him an ultimatum?
Yeah, they gave him an ultimatum, and he went back to Florida.
How did it come up that he thought he was your bio father?
So
that's a good question.
My biological mother was promiscuous, and she loved Marines.
Huh.
And he was stationed in Jacksonville, and he actually reached out when I was being adopted. There was two families fighting for me, and one family reached out to him because that's who she told them who was my biological father.
Oh, so it was your mom who basically was like, this is, but she was wrong.
Oh yeah, she was wrong. I actually I did 23andMe, family tree DNA, and Ancestry, and finally figured out who my biological father was.
When did that happen? Was that after? Was that very long after?
After all of that.
Okay, so really quick, wrapping up this portion of the story. When he went back to Florida, did everything finish and you never saw him again, or was everything wrapped up?
He tried to reach out a couple of times, and I just ignored him. And I was just like, this is a whole lot of crazy that I do not want to be a part of.
Yeah, and I imagine your boyfriend was happy that you stopped responding to this fake dad that wanted to be your husband. Thank you so much for calling in.
Not a problem, guys.
All right, have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
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 I feel like
totally
the actual version of that story was crazier than the version that we thought the story was.
Because I read it and I was trying to rewrite the title and I totally misunderstood.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like a
so
Mamma Mia
basically,
situation if
Mamma
the
Mia
fathers
situation.
were in love with Sophie.
Yeah. If you have a story that you want us to read, go to r/OKOP show or call us at 440-508-6567 or join our Discord, and we want to do more calls with you in the Discord so we can have a better quality, maybe have you guys on video. But with that, if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you
and see you tomorrow.